Hello fellow happy crocheters. Today in this video I'm going to tell you how to crochet this Lacy Picot fan stitch pattern. To crochet the Lacy Picot fan stitch pattern you need chains multiple of 12 plus 2 extra. For row 1 skip the very first chain. So remember here that the loop on the hook is never counted as a stitch, so we have to skip the very first chain and into the second chain place a single crochet. Now chain 5, 1 2 3 4 and 5, then skip the next 3 chains. So skip and into the next place a single crochet again. So this chain 5 and skipping 3 chains, then placing a single crochet into the next chain is the repetition pattern for this row 1. Let me show you again. Make chain 5, then skip the next 3 chains, so 1 2 and 3, and into the next place a single crochet, then chain 5, skip the next 3 chains and into the next place a single crochet. So keep on repeating this pattern till the end of the row, and I'll meet you in the end of this row. In the end, after you have placed the chain 5 and single crochet, you will be left with 4 more chains. So make chain 5, so here you are left with 4 more chains. So skip the last 3 chains and into the very last chain place a single crochet. For row 2, chain 5, turn your work, place a single crochet into this first chain 5 space. Now I'm going to place 8 double crochet into this next chain 5 space. So let's do it. So here I placed all the 8 double crochets into the same space. Place a single crochet into the next chain 5 space, then chain 5. So this is the repetition pattern, so watch it carefully. Fine, I placed 1 2 3 4 and 5. So this is the repetition pattern as I said. So every time you have to place these following stitches that I'm going to show you now, and that will be the repetition pattern for the row. So here I place chain 5, then place a single crochet into this next chain 5 space, okay, then 8 double crochet into the next chain 5 space. then single crochet into the next chain 5 space, and then the pattern starts from here, from this chain 5. Okay, so keep on repeating this pattern till the end of the row, and I'll meet you in the end of this row too. Here I am in the end of the row and place my final 8 double crochet into the chain 5 space, and I'm left with my last chain 5 space, and I'm going to place a single crochet into this last chain 5 space. Now once you have placed the single crochet into this last chain 5 space, then chain 2 and place a double crochet into this very last single crochet stitch. For row 3, it's chain 1 and turn over. Place a single crochet into this very fast stitch. Now I'm going to place a double crochet into the first double crochet stitch of the fan. So let's do it. It's a double crochet. Then I am going to place my picot to place that chain 3 and slip stitch in the front of the double crochet stitch. That's how. So you have to repeat this for 6 more times of placing a double crochet into the next stitch, then chain 3, slip stitch in the front of the double crochet stitch. Okay, so let me show you again. That's what you have to keep on repeating till the 7th double crochet of the seal. Here's a double crochet. Now chain 3 and slip stitch in the front of the stitch. That's how a picot is placed. So I placed 3 double crochet and picot each time over it. So it's 3, then 4, then picot, five, then chain 3 picot, 6 double crochet, then chain 3 picot, and then the last one, that is 7 double crochet and chain 3 picot, on the 8th double crochet stitch of the fan. I am going to place a normal double crochet. That means after the double crochet I'm not going to place any picot. Okay, so I hope it's easy and understandable. So now I'm gonna move to my place a single crochet into this space here. Okay, then move to the next fan and place a double crochet and a picot in 7 double crochet stitches of the fan. So here a double crochet, chain 3 and slip stitch in the front of the stitch. Then double crochet into the next stitch, that's the second, and chain 3 picot, sorry, so you have to repeat till the 7th double crochet stitch of the fan. Okay, and place a double crochet, a simple double crochet without a picot stitch into the 8 double crochet stitch of the fan as you just did here. As you can see, there's 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 double crochet picot that I placed into the first 7 double crochet stitch of the fan and a normal double crochet into the 8 double crochet stitch of the fan. So that's the same thing you have to keep on repeating for this fan, and once you are done with the stitches on the fan, just place a single crochet into this chain 5 space. So that's easy. So keep on repeating with the pattern till the end of the row, and I'll see you in the end of this row. Here I am in the end of the row, and I placed my very last double crochet that is on the 8 double crochet stitch of the fan. So as you know, as for the pattern, we don't have to place a picot over the double crochet of the last double crochet of the fan. So in the end, basically what we did is that placing the double crochet and the picot stitches over the fan and then placing a single crochet into this chain 5 space. But in the end of the row, after placing the stitches over the fan, I'm not going to place the single crochet into the space, but I'm gonna find the third chain and place my single crochet there. That's how. For row 4, it's chain 8, turn work. I'm going to skip the first picot, second picot, and into this third picot place a single crochet. Chain 5, skip the next picot stitch and into the next place a single crochet. Again chain 5, skip the last 2 picot stitch of the same pan, place a double crochet into the single crochet stitch. That's all. Chain 5, place a single crochet into the third picot stitch of the next fan. So skip the first picot, second picot, and into the third place a single crochet. Okay, so as we did in the first pan, skipping the first 2 picot and then placing a single crochet into the third, then chain 5 and skip the next picot and a single crochet into the next picot, then chain 5, skip the last 2 picot and place a double crochet into the single crochet stitch. So that's, I'm going to repeat till the end of the row. So here I placed my chain 5, then skip the 2 picot and a single crochet into the next picot, then chain 5, skip the next picot and a single crochet into the next picot, again chain 5, then skip the last 2 picot of the same pan and place a double crochet into the single crochet stitch. So keep on repeating this pattern till the end of the row, and I'll see you in the end of this row. So as I followed the pattern, here I placed my very last chain 5 and my last double crochet of the row into the single crochet stitch. Okay, so now let's go to row 5. For row 5, start with chain 5, turn your work, place a single crochet into this very first chain 5 space, 8 double crochet into this next chain 5 space. Now place a single crochet into the next chain 5 space, then chain 5, place a single crochet into the next chain 5 space, then 8 double crochet into the next space. So I hope it's clear about the pattern. This row 5 is similar to row 2, right? As we placed the double crosses, then a single crochet into the next space. So the same thing you just have to repeat in this row 5, right? So keep on doing that. Place a single crochet into the next chain 5 space, then chain 5 as we just did here. And place a single crochet into the next chain 5 space, then 8 double crochet into the next chain 5 space, and when you are in the end of the row, you have to place the single crochet into the last space here, then place chain 2 and a double crochet into the third chain. So that's how the row ends. So that's it. So just to keep off with the pattern, you have to keep on repeating from row 3 to row 5. So here I completed row 5. Now the next row will be row 3. So shall I show you? Okay, let's do it. So the next row, that is the repetition of row 3, that is chain 1, then turn, place a single crochet into the same stitch this way. Okay, alright, okay, so single crochet into the very same stitch. Now I'm going to place a double crochet and picot into the 7 double crochet stitches of the fan. So let's do it. Place a double crochet into the first double crochet stitch of the fan, then chain 3, and now slip stitch in the front of the double crochet stitch. That's how to form a picot. Then double crochet into the next stitch, then a picot, so keep doing the same for next 5 double crochet stitches. So in total we should have 7 double crochet and picot stitch for this pan. So you just have to keep on repeating the same pattern till the end of the row of placing a double crochet and a picot stitch into the 7 double crochet stitch of the fan, then a normal double crochet into the last double crochet stitch of the fan, like that way. So to move off with the pattern, you just have to keep repeating from row 3 to row 5. So it's that easy and beautiful. So I hope you love this tutorial. See you in my next video. Till then, goodbye.